"100 combatants filled the battle bus as it soared over Fortnite Battle Royal Island. Among them, 2 old friends laughed and shared memories of glorious victories and cringe fails. It was the week before Christmas and for Santa Claus, the busiest time of year. But even Santa needs a break. He escaped the workshop and now stood on the battle bus next to his old buddy, John Wick. "Hey John, remember back in Season 2 when we were trapped in Moisty Mire, and all we had between us was a couple white bursts, maybe 30 rounds of ammo, and 1 mini?" "Ha ha. Course I do, Santa. I also remember we wouldn't have been in that situation if you hadn't been such a try-hard, YOLOing on that squad of Nog Ops. What were you thinking? Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. I guess I was a little too eager to show off my merry marauder skin. Thought I would catch them off guard, I did. Luckily you were there to get the flank." John Wick blushed modestly. "Well, if it wasn't for your solid building, we never would have made it. How did you ever get such mad editing skills? I still can't top ya." "Ho ho ho. Practice, my man. You know the drill. But back then I was tweaking my keybinds almost every round. I was lucky I even found the shoot button. Ho ho ho." They both laughed. John Wick realized the battle bus was nearing the far edge of the island. "It's getting cold. Where we dropping, Santa?" Santa cocked his head and with a slight grin replied, "Where we dropping? Tilted Towers." The two cheered and high-fived. Readying their gear, they were about to jump when John Wick held Santa back. "Hold on, Santa. I'm getting a distress signal." "What? Where?" John Wick pointed below them as the bus approached Happy Hamlet. "Happy Hamlet, eh? Okay, let's check it out." Santa thanked the driver and prepared to jump. John Wick held him back again. "Careful, Santa, it could be a trap." Santa met John Wick's eyes and nodded. He understood how dangerous this could be. Even though they had over 20k kills and hundreds of Ws between them, they were always careful. Santa smiled. "Don't worry, John. We'll clean up Happy Hamlet, grab ourselves an X4, and yeet to Tilted with enough time for a high kill W." "That's what I'm talking about, Santa. Yeet." The epic duo fist bumped and dove off the battle bus. After deploying their snowflakes, they landed in the snowy outskirts of Happy Hamlet. Dropping in the center was risky, and most of the chests might be taken. The plan was to drop at the north side of Happy, get mats and then investigate the distress signal. Quickly and silently they maneuvered through the many tall buildings of Happy Hamlet. There was no sign of any squads, aside from the remains of a small build battle. They holed up inside Oink Butcher shop to divvy up their loot. "Looks like the squads have moved on." Santa tossed down half a stack of minis. "Thanks, Santa." John Wick was at 50 shields and Santa was full. They had over 1,500 mats. A purple scar. A gold thermal scoped. 2 blue tacks. A purple deagle. 6 nades. 3 dynamite. 1 gold pump. A med kit. And a 6-shooter. Santa wanted to test a rumored exploit on the gold thermal, so he took that along with the tack and the deagle. John Wick was good with the scar, pump and tack. He also took half the nades and the med kit. Santa took the dynamite and the 6-shooter just to fill out his inventory. They split the mats, each coming out with roughly 400 wood, 200 brick and 150 metal. Santa ran upstairs to check one last chest when a lone shot rang out. Both of our heroes froze momentarily. Season 1 vets like John Wick and Santa Claus knew that anything could happen on Battle Royal Island. But Happy Hamlet was deserted. Who could have seen John Wick crouch behind the counter to line up a perfect headshot? Santa, still upstairs, checked his HUD. It read, Sniper 9898 knocked down John Wick from 151 meters. Santa sprinted downstairs and got to work, setting up a double-layer defensive build and began the revive. You okay, John? Santa crouched over him, eyes peeled for danger. Yeah, just a little embarrassed. I think the shot came from the tower. Negative. The feed said 151 meters. 151 meters. Impressive. Then it was someone with a balloon. You're probably right. Santa finished reviving him and tossed down some minis. John Wick popped them and healed up with the med kit. He was back at 100 health and 50 shields. Hang on a sec. John Wick quickly built himself a 1x1. What is it? Just have to check my Twitch. The chat is blowing up. Oh, so is mine. Santa 1x1'd himself as well. After a brief pause they both looked up from their gaming monitors. Stream Sniper. Their Twitch subscribers were warning them that Sniper 9898 was stream sniping, possibly the most underhanded strat on Fortnite Battle Royal Island. Then on their kill feed it read, Sniper 9898 didn't stick the landing 48 meters. Santa laughed. Ho ho ho. When will they ever learn? John Wick just chuckled. The ban hammer is coming for that try hard. Oh well. He may not get the free kill, but at least he gets to watch this. Hit it, Santa. Millions of Twitch viewers were then treated to the sight of Santa and John Wick laying down the sickest new emotes. The Twitch servers could barely keep up with the chat. Epic. LOL mate. Subbed for life. The chat lit up so fast only a pro gaming monitor could possibly render it. Another shot rang out and whistled past. Squad mate? Stream snipers don't typically have friends, but I suppose it's possible. Crack! The west wall of Santa's 1x1 crumbled. Time for one more? Always. Ho ho ho. Santa took a bullet for 50 damage and joined John Wick for the default dance. Pow! Another shot hit Santa for 22 damage. Worth it. John Wick burst out of his 1x1, building over Santa to provide some cover. He double ramp rushed towards a default shooting from the hip 50 meters away. John Wick took a body shot for 30 damage as he easily dodged the other shots. Not bad. John Wick was impressed by default skill. It seemed that every season the skill level on Fortnite increased. This made him smile. Santa wasn't as impressed. He was watching the battle through his gold thermal scope. While John Wick was rushing, Santa's skilled eye spied something. Through the thermal lens he saw an unusual harvesting tool. It wasn't the default harvesting tool. It was the patty whacker from Season 5. Fake default, John. An ironic one. John Wick's smile remained, but his eyes now betrayed a hint of salt. He switched his mats to metal and started cranking 90s, all the while chipping the fake default with his scar for a total of 74 damage. The fake default had no clue where John Wick was. Suddenly they were underneath a double ramp. Santa laughed out loud. Ho ho ho. Time to nay-nay on that lump of coal, fake default. John Wick and Santa respected all gameplay styles. Except for fake defaults. With defaults they would have an easy kill, but not before schooling the noob. A game with a high skill ceiling was more important than getting that sick W. Fake defaults took advantage of this benevolence. It was unforgivable. Before the fake default could turtle, John Wick jumped down beside them and placed a wall. The fake default looked at the wall and thought, when did I put this? Before he could finish that thought, a window appeared. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. John Wick delivered a perfectly aimed headshot with his gold pump for 91 damage, sending that fake default back to the lobby. Santa was soon beside him. Eggs and bakey? What? They heard the distress signal again. John Wick pointed towards a building further north. Even though the squads had to be cleared out by now, they split up, strafing and jumping as they went. When they got to the abandoned building, they couldn't believe their eyes. A group of sad little credit cards were huddled together in the corner. Santa walked toward them. Ho ho ho. Now why the sad faces? Santa. John Wick. The credit cards cheered. John Wick gave them all 10,000 V-Bucks and they started to feel better. Yay. John Wick asked what they were doing there. Our owners left us here. Streamer 447 said he was gonna use me to buy a new glider, but he didn't. Well, isn't that interesting? Santa's voice betrayed more than a hint of salt. One by one they all told the same sad tale. Streamer 172. XXX kills you mama for reals XXX. Streamer 167. Santa scooped them up in his swole arms and merrily cheered. Ho ho ho. Let me guess, fake defaults. The credit cards all nodded. Ho ho ho. No need to fear. Santa and John Wick are here to spread some Christmas cheer. LOL cringe. What? Everyone laughed. Santa checked his map. The storm is closing at Tilted. Yeah buddy. How much time? About a minute. Just enough time to make this right. Up for this holiday challenge? He tossed John Wick the gold MasterCard and an Amex. Whee! John Wick smiled. Yeet. Fast as lightning our heroes all tabbed into the Epic Games item shop. Their fingers flew across their gaming keyboards as they purchased skins, emotes, items and V-Bucks for their Twitch stream viewers. The lights at Twitch.tv headquarters dimmed momentarily as the chat literally exploded. In no time the credit cards were maxed out. Challenge complete. Yeah. Thank you Santa. Thank you John Wick. NP, my little credit card brothers. Now Santa, think there are any X4s left at Frosty? The storm was closing in, and there wasn't much time. But our epic duo did manage to get a plane, jam on down to Tilted and achieve that epic victory royal. But that is a story for another day. The end.